Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Rochelle. Hey, Annie. Hi, public enemy number one uno. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Annie, lay off the Italian, like the capitals. Hey, Carol, love you so much. Hey, Berlinetta, you're gonna love this. Okay, okay. Have a seat, Dr. Rochelle. I don't know. I'm not Dr. Rochelle. I'm retired. But no one can kiss the PhD. It's behind glass, and it's at my mother's, so it won't get all wet. You can give it a lick, though. Hey, girl, lose the capital. People think you're William. Calm down. Shh. Go back to lower consonants. Go back to lower consonants because we're about to get messy, messy, messy. So, watashi, arigato gomasu. Thank you for joining me. One-san des is here. It locked, yeah, lock and pop, right? Like dancing. Okay, here we go. I would remind you to please, my live stream is not available for remixing. Please don't use my audio, Lauren, and you might actually keep your channel. Anyway, so my name is Rochelle. This is Rochelle's Canadian channel. Welcome. Everyone get comfy, get a snack, come on back. That phrase is from the 50s. That don't belong to me. Okay. I'm just using something that is old. It is so old school. You got bobby socks and your hair is slicked back in a ducktail. That don't belong to me, honey. No one came up with it at our age. It's as old as my parents. So just whoa, 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 whoa. That ain't mine, and I don't pretend it to be. All right. That's from like Casey Kasem. All right. Casey Kasem, who is also the voice of Shaggy in the Scooby-Doo cartoons. There's a bit of trivia for you. And it's true. So get a snack, come on back. It's number one with a bullet, and just sit back and let her spin round and round and round. Watch that final go, and let's go with the flow. Here we go. Let's rock and roll. Here we get some information. I missed the midnight run because I was busy. So it's now 1:28 Eastern Standard Time in the AM, and let's fucking go. So I was watching Lady Paul and Lady Berlinetta's Snipey Snipe on the Deadly, and that man flip-flops more than a flag in the wind. One day he like you, next day he fucking hates you. Well, big bad Berlinetta and big bad Paula. I was watching with the rest of the class, and I was enjoying myself, being a good girl, watching the teacher, taking the notes off of the board, and I realized something. Well, I mean, no one is blocked from my restream. Let's put the no, I'm gonna put it up, but I'm putting it up for a specific reason. I'm inviting up anyone who has anything pertinent to add to this conversation regarding the subject matter. Now, I don't want to shoot the shit right now. We can shoot the shit after. But. Now, they're like trying to rage bait me. Like, Rochelle's afraid to come up on Deadly's panel. Honey, I never been afraid to go on a panel. Never, ever, ever. I've been attacked. I've been, smacked verbally upside the face. You name it, anywhere. Deadly's numerous panels. And I'd like to think I held my own because I don't need anyone to help me. I mean, even Lauren came up behind me on Paula's channel to try and help me. Honey, I don't need you hollering behind me. I can handle myself. I've always been able to handle myself. But on Deadly's panel, have been, quote unquote, as Jen likes to call it, dogpiled by more than one individual. And even then, I've held my own. Even though I've been yelled over, muted, like my voice been, like the volume cranked up so I'm all messed up. Oh yeah, Monday is Groundhog Day, but that's a second. Anywho, I think we're in for more winter. Just saying. My voice has been messed up. I've been muted. I've been hollered over. They don't understand the concept of panel etiquette. I've been even made fun of waiting my turn. Rochelle, do you have anything to say about that? Hey, I'm just waiting my turn. May I speak? My turn now? Thanks. And then I'll start talking, and then Jen has been, I've been hollered over. Like, I'm not afraid of that. But they just dump me or mute me or distort me. And then if I start making sense, boop, I get dumped. We're not going to hear any more of that. Well, bitch, why the... Hey, Dragon, how you doing, gorgeous? Morning. I'm not afraid to go up there. I've never been afraid to go on Deadlies. Never, never, never. I've been in the audience. I've been in the chat. And he's like, hey, Rochelle, you want to come up here? And I always say the same thing. Why? What do you want, Deadly? What do you need, Trash Panda? I mean, I'll pop in just to see what's going on. And he'd be like, hey, Rochelle, you want to come up on panel? And I'd be like, oh, why? Right? I'm not afraid of going up on Deadly's panel. I never have been. But if I'm going to be yelled at and told I'm a vampire and told I'm stupid and I'm afraid and I'm a liar and a motherfucker, I mean, I can do it on my own time. Oh, someone just dropped something outside. Pick it up, honey. It's all right. Anyway, so I'm not going to be rage baited just to be dumped in 2 seconds. It's boring. I mean, he loved me, he hate me. It's like going through a Daisy in the cartoon. He loved me not. He loved me, he loved me not. He loved me, he loved me not. Look, I'm going to say something. My restream is available and no one is blocked on my restream, not even William. Hey girl, love you so much. So no one is blocked on my restream, including Lauren. So she has never, ever, ever come back to confront me on my or expose me or call me a fucking liar on my channel. Not once. I'm blocked over there. Completely. I couldn't if I wanted to. I can't. But like, who gives a shit? So when I made the joke, I don't feel exposed, I'm wearing clothes. I don't feel exposed. Even if I was naked, I don't feel exposed at all. Okay? Secondly, that privacy strike. You know when you get a privacy strike and it says not only what it's for or where it's for or if it's got timestamps or blah blah blah, but it says why. You know, like what you've done, and like they say why you're being privacy struck or privacy struck. Excuse me, I'll speak American. So it tells you why you've been privacy struck, and it tells you from who. Like the channel or the individual, right? Thanks, Dragon. It tells you like why you're being privacy struck, like, and it tells you from who, and you know, it tells you what you've done, the actual privacy infraction. Like you showed someone's ass, or you showed their address, or you showed their email address, or you showed their image, or you showed the front of their house, or you know what I'm trying to say? Firstly, it didn't even say who it was from. It didn't even say what I did. It didn't say anything. It just gave the timestamp of the entire duration, like the audio, I'm assuming, like it didn't even say audio. It just gave the timestamp of the short, like the duration of the short. I'm like, okay. And then she goes on Dudley's panel and she says, I told Rochelle about the short and I said so on my live stream. Her live stream was in the middle of the night and she started it up the moment I started mine up. And mine was a little bit over an hour. And then after I started it up, stupid me, dumb me, went to bed and sleep. I later found out hers continued past the time I was awake. And the time when she said it, I was drooling, sleeping, unconscious, right? And then she proceeds to brag about it. I'm like, girl, you never told me anything. Not a thing. And you're bragging like you did something? You did nothing because it doesn't even say it's you on the privacy strike. Good luck with that. Because I received privacy strikes before. And it at least tells me how like what I did to like privacy anything. Right? It's a collab. It's not. And for the record, the only thing I could think of is your avatar, which is blurred. The house, blurry. It could be anyone. It doesn't even say your name. Not at all. It could be anyone. I don't say your name at all. I don't even speak. Not at all. So, what? She privacy struck you for what? What did you do? For what? That cartoon? That doesn't work either. Unless you're manipulating her face to use a program with an actual image, it doesn't work that way. And for the record, those images those are legitimate no one cartoons. They just are generic faces. Kyra's stupid. And I'll tell you why she can't strike you. Because their worst enemy for her, I figured cam slip. She didn't strike me. And I'll tell you why it won't work. Because I was getting to that. Their best friend, Dudley, their bestie, where they think they're safe, where they go to do their fuck shit, who their new best friend is Lauren. So Lauren and Jan and Ruski, who went and got his, I don't know, his new subscribers. Messy, messy, messy. And each messy is for each one. One is for Ruski, the other one is for Jen, and the other one is for Lauren. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because the reason why Deadly doesn't issue copyright strikes, the reason why Deadly doesn't strike people is because he allows clipping and remixing of his visuals and his audio. That's right. He does. He does. And he does it for a lot of people's reasons. Like, I'll tell you something. You want your channel to grow, because if you're a drama channel, if you like to stir the pot, if you like to stir, which is fine, a lot of people do, and more power to you. If you like to stir that pot, if you like to flip-flop like a flag in the wind, you go right ahead. If that's your gig, you go for it, honey. because a lot of new creators who are trying to grow their channel and do the live streams, that's their thing. They're a streamer, and Deadly is purely a streamer. He is a streamer. And there's not a damn thing wrong with it. Not a goddamn thing. But if you go on their panel, and you just let go and go with the flow and spew all your nasty and try to do something and just come for whomever, and you want to be a jerk and you want to just be a nasty ass bitch, guess what? What you say is free game for anyone to pick it up, because baby, you put it down on a free range farm, and that is available for the free market. That's right. Those eggs, that produce is going to the store, going to Walmart, going to whatever store near you. Organic food. And we're all going to eat it. And it's delicious. It is. Yum. So you think you're going to rage, baby? I don't feel rage at all. In fact, that cam slip where Berlinetta got her, and I was like, hey, B, may I collab with thee? And she's like, girl, you go for it. Baby, spread the joy. Spread that joy. Because she went on a channel where the fuck shit is available for all. The reason why he doesn't copyright strike is because he can't. Because he cannot. Because his material, he puts it down for anyone to pick up. And when you go on a panel where you think you can say anything you want about anybody you want and do whatever you want, and you think, hey, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to come over here and spread my joy. That's right. I'm free over here. I'm not going to taint my channel. I'm going to come over here and just spread my anger, my rage, my nastiness. I'm going to show the world what kind of person I really am. I don't have any empathy. I have rage. I am just a real mean girl. I am mean. I am nasty. I am, well, hey, look at me. Look at me. And I'm on Deadlies. And what you don't realize is everything is for anyone. Anyone. So, unless someone is doxing you or using that material to go somewhere where they shouldn't, or they're going real life, or they're doing something they really shouldn't, and they're taking it too far, well, I am sorry. But just clipping it isn't invading your privacy, because you're the one up there. You're the one up there spewing all that for anyone to pick up. You're putting it down. You are putting it down for anyone to pick up. And unless Deadly, the creator, decides to take it down and leaves it up for public consumption, or decides that he doesn't want to allow clipping or remixing anyone anymore, which brings people to his channel and gives him those numbers, which I don't think he's going to stop doing, because it does bring him the views, because people want to see where those clips start and finish. They want to see the whole live stream. They want to watch it. They want to see, where did this start and how did it end? because those clips and remixing privileges do bring people to his live streams because they want to clip stuff for themselves. They want to watch that whole live stream to see what tidbit of joy they can bring to their own channel. They give him the credit which he deserves because it is his channel. It is his live stream. He deserves it because it's his stuff. And he gets that credit because guess what? It is his stuff. It is. And guess what? He knows it. He's not stupid. But the people up there who think that they're getting away with it, who are displaying their true nature, who are displaying their true messy, are not. So I'm going to do what Dudley does. If you want to come up here and buddy troll, that's not going to work with me. I don't do that. But I'm not going to be nasty and say, I don't like you. I'll be polite to you. I'll treat you like an adult. But I'm not going to ruin your fucking day. But I'm not gonna buddy troll you. People I like, they know I like them because I say I like them. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't do that. But I always found that the people who declare, I never lie, I always tell the truth. If you tell the truth, you have earned people's respect. They believe you because what you say and your reputation and your past behavior reflects your actions, reflects your reputation online. That's how you get people to respect you and to believe what you're saying. That's how you do it. That's all I have to say about that. That doesn't deserve any more than that. Childish. Yeah. However, it's interesting when I have never ever I've always been honest and said, please don't play my material. I will, please don't do it because I don't allow it upon publishing. I don't have clipping and I don't have remixing for a reason. You can't do it. The system won't allow you to do it because it's not allowed. If you do it, you're bootlegging it, and you have to play from one system to another because it's not allowed. You have to work hard to do it because it is not permitted because you are violating copyright. You have to work at it because it's not allowed. It's obvious. If YouTube doesn't allow you to do it, it's because you're not allowed to do it. But if I collab with someone where remixing and use of audio is permitted, guess what? The system, boop, it allows you to collab, no problem. Because it doesn't infringe copyright. Because the creator, the original creator, permits it. That's how you know it's allowed. If it doesn't allow you to collab, it means nuh-uh. XYZ, man. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So, before you issue a false privacy strike or copyright strike, thinking you've done something, misuse of the reporting system can get you into trouble. Because even though you think you may deal with a bot, I don't. So I wish you a very good day, and I don't recommend it. I'm not threatening you. I'm just like, please just don't use my material. That's all. Um, because the system will zap you even if it will eventually zap you. And if it doesn't zap you, I'll find out because I have a notification system. So, yeah. Other than that, I will eventually find out. And, yeah. Other than that, I do pick my moments carefully. And if I don't get you now, I can get you tomorrow, next week, 6 weeks, or 6 months from now, because it never stops being my content. So my only advice to you is if you have used my audio, please take it down. That's all. Or my visual, or my image. And unless you pay for the trademark of your avatar, which is expensive, like you literally trademark your image like Kentucky Fried Chicken or something like that, it's an avatar, man. You know? Like, get over yourself. And speaking of avatars, the collab I did with Lady Sophie, she blurred that. It's blurred. And that's a courtesy. She did you a courtesy because she's like that. She didn't have to. She could have crisped it up, made it beautiful, but she didn't. And yeah. So, like I said, unless that avatar is trademarked, it is just an avatar. Yeah. And there is a difference between my image and my video, but my video is still my video. So, but a lot of like, if you have like older content that has no, that allowed copyright and remixing, it's still allowed copyright and remixing, which still makes it free game. So, still applies. So if you have older content that's like 4 years old that allowed, clipping and remixing, guess what? It's still allowed. It's still, upon publishing, allowed clipping and remixing. So you put it down, someone's going to pick up. And I've always, upon publishing, not allowed that. So if you were stupid then, you have to eat it. You have to eat it. There's, that's all I have to say. Unless, I mean, the internet is forever. The internet is forever. That's why you need to be careful. That's all. But I'm not going to be rage baited onto a panel, which I've gone on with no one, pretty much 99% of the time, to back me up. I've gone on by myself. I've never had anyone in the chat to back me up. On the contrary, I've had people, being nasty ass bitches in the background. I don't care. I've never cared. And that's not my problem. Frankly, I found it boring, repetitive, unnecessary. And frankly, I was having a good time where I was. Why the fuck would I leave my good time to be your favorite toy? You want a toy? Go shopping. I'm not here for your entertainment. Not at all. I don't care. I was having a good time just where I was. And reading someone's chat is, well, in my opinion, it's a form of gaslighting, intimidation, shaming people for being in other people's chats. Hi, gorgeous. How you doing? Love you more. Welcome. Well, Ghost of Kyra's Lungs. Love, Jules. Mwah. But yeah, I don't care. But trying to intimidate people and shame people from different communities for getting along in one person's chat, like Paula's, is so obnoxious, immature. It's gaslighting. It's a form of passive intimidation. That's right. Because God for fucking bid, there are people from different communities getting along in a chat, because that is what I want in my community, because I actually believe that everyone should be able to get along with each other. And as long as everyone is being decent to each other in my chat, everyone is welcome here. Because I think and I believe that in YouTube, I believe that the women's community should be able to get along with each other, because we are all adults. And the reason why I think we were all getting along was because Jen was being motherfucking mean about Jules losing her cat. And what I've noticed we all have in common is we all have fur babies, and the thought of one of us losing our pet is devastating to all of us. It doesn't matter calling us a cult, watching you pretend to cry into a tissue. Hey, Carol. Love you, gorgeous. Watching you fake cry into a handkerchief or a tissue over the death of her cat is so many different verbs and adverbs I cannot, like, cringe, cruel, unnecessary, disingenuous, rude, insensitive, unempathetic, crass, disgusting, unnecessary. I said unnecessary twice because you know what? For someone who came online, asked for help with Mia, made everyone put themselves in your position, because we've all had sick animals. We've all been terrified. We've all had animals die, almost die, suffer with illness, myself included. You tugged on everyone's heartstrings, got people to donate, got people to literally cry with you in the chat, because everyone feels when an animal is sick or dying or it has died. And we didn't want you to, like, even me, I was like, damn. And then someone loses their pet, and you act like a dick. You act like a dick. I mean, this is a legitimate go fuck yourself. I'm not part of any cult. I have sympathy for others. And that was mean. I'm not being a Jules simp. Everyone knows that. I am not a Jules simp. Okay? I'm blocked in her chat. I am legitimately, honestly, sincerely, completely blocked in her chat. She does not like me at all. She finds me creepy. But when I heard about it, I was like, shit, that fucking sucks. It has nothing to do with what she does about it on her channel or how she acts. Hi, Shar. Love you so much. Welcome. It has nothing to do with anything. What she does with her channel or how she expresses herself is not important to me at all. Who gives a fuck? Crying about what? Crying about what? What has she got to cry about? That I'm calling her out on how she acted badly? How she was awful? I mean, hold on, let me close my door. I'm freezing my ass off. That woman literally waited for me to go live so she could go live so she could turn on the tears. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I give zero fucks. And yeah, crying about what? That I said the obvious? What she did today on Dudley's panel was awful. I'm sorry. Good. Because she deserved it. I don't care who you are. That was mean. Because you know what she just did? She instigated a problem. You know, if she was a real person, a real mensch, which means human being, a human being, if she had an ounce of empathy, she would have walked in her shoes and said, geez, you know what? I had a really bad scare with Mia. I should be decent and leave her alone. Because there is nothing worse. There's nothing worse. The worst thing she could have done was take a bite out of Jules when she's grieving her cat. Because speaking from personal experience, I mean, Lauren on her avatar still has a cat with a needle in it and giving me, like, criticizing me that I had to put my cat down because she was literally suffocating and in horrible pain. Suffocating. Would you like to suffocate to death and be in agony? If you didn't, like, who? Who? Yeah, sure says. Rochelle, there's lots of sickos on here. People I thought were friends made fun of my cat dying last August. See? That's psychotic. You want to show people you're psychotic? You want to tell people you have ADHD while you pretend to cry into a tissue or handkerchief or whatever? Lauren shows cartoons of and insists that I should allow my cat to die naturally and suffer. We can give our fur babies the one gift a lot of countries won't even allow us to do for our parents, for our own children. And then they'll put us in jail for it, which is euthanasia. One thing I could do for her was hold her. And Mommy was there at the beginning, and Mommy was there at the end. And the very last minute, she purred, and she snuggled into me at the very end. So I was there for my baby. And I adored her. And I'll miss her every day of my life. So don't tell me I'm cruel. Because she knew. My cat knew. She didn't struggle at all. Neither did Nori, who was literally just fur and bones. And she lay on my lap, and she was so calm, and she didn't even, like, she used to make the meow, like, "Meow," when she got her shots, but this was the only time she didn't even make a noise. And that shot must have hurt because there was no muscle. She was just nothing. There was nothing left, and she didn't even make a noise. Yeah, my kitties gave me the best day of my, like, every second was a joy, and I am grateful because they gave me everything. Because we're their whole lives. We're everything to them. And those are like Jules' kids. When you don't have kids and you only have pets, your cats become your children. And even when you have kids, they're your kids. Because they're like permanent babies. They're babies. They're children forever. They're little kids forever. And her behavior was shocking. And I'm going to be honest with you. They're trying to rage bait me over there, and she's acting like that. And I'm like, I wouldn't go over there for anything. Nothing. There's nothing you could do to get me to go over there and hang on that panel with such badly behaved individuals, because I wouldn't want to be on a panel with them at all. I don't want to be associated with them at all. I wouldn't want to be on a panel with those individuals at all. I don't care what you say about me, because it's just part of the fuck shit, the fuckery, the bullshittery, the nastiness that you are showing to the world. Mask off. We are all just dolls in her dollhouse for her to move around to her little play that she has created in her head for her own enjoyment. And when the play that she had created, when the rage and people did not laugh with her, when she probably thought she was being extremely funny, when those who were watching did not think she was laughing, screaming funny, when her performance art did not click, click, click with the audience, her fallback is tears. You're not sad. You're sad you got caught. You're sad your mask fell off. You're sad that the women's community sees you for what you really are. And you were trying to entice me to do what people supposedly do to you. You want me to be dogpiled? You want people who have been nothing but nasty to me. You want William, who has said the most horrible anti-Semitic things to me that I've ever had said to me online, to be there. You want Lauren, who has said the worst things and has gone real life on me, not once, not twice, but any time she could, who has doxed me, who has lied about me over and over and over at every opportunity, who has called me a PDF file, who has gone online and said I've lost a teaching position for being a PDF file, who said I was that to my brother because I went on a panel with Deadly, who is currently on a panel with Deadly, talking mad shit about me, and Jen, who allegedly was my friend, like Lauren was allegedly my friend, who are now buddy trolling, who want me to go on a panel on Deadlies, who at one time was my co-host and liked me just fine. But now I'm a piece of shit. So I ask you, riddle me this. Where is the Batman? Because that, in my opinion, is probably um, setting the scene for probably the worst dogpiling ever. No? And it has nothing to do with fear. The woman who goes online and cries and says everyone's being mean to her wants me to go on a panel with 4 other individuals, 2 of which, William and Lauren, who have probably treated me the worst than any 2 individuals online. And then Jen, who's just lately I'm her favorite punching bag, her emotional and mental punching bag, who I've had to copyright strike for coming after me, my family, my spouse as well, who is now on the hate train against me. And so is Deadly. So I ask you, why on earth would I let someone who will immediately deny and not accept responsibility for being a class A number 1 jerk to me for no fucking reason? And I've tried to be decent and just be good about it, legitimately. Not just for my sake, but for others. And that's the truth. Not just for my sake, but for others. So, because I was asked to, I was asked to, I was asked to please be nice, please be nice. And I was like, okay. And just letting all this bullshit just to steamroll me. I'm like, okay. For others. And just letting it just, because, like when she said that she'd rather have Rochelle punch her, and I'm like, you don't want that. You don't want me punching you. You don't want me punching you. For real. So, why on earth would I go there to be called every anti Semitic name, every nasty thing? Like literally, the 4 of them would probably call me every name in the book that is against terms and service, accuse me of horrible things against terms and service. I would not get a chance to talk. I would be yelled over and treated like ass. It's nothing to do with fear. It's pointless. Why would I go to be shit on? When everything is such bullshit? Because I would just be going to make nasty people feel better about themselves by shitting on me. Because when people are not confident and when people need to feel better and when they're nasty people, they find somebody who they feel they need to tear down to make them feel better about themselves. And not only is that messy, not only is that immature, not only is that, like, why are you being so hateful? But the necessity and the desire to consistently and continuously pick on me says a lot about them. Because I am not the kind of channel that picks a topic and talks about them over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. I don't do that. I just tend to say, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? So what? What else is new? What else is fucking new? If you want to be a bigot, if you want to be hateful, if you want to be racist, if you want to be a homophobe, you want to be homophobic, transphobic, misogynist, and, anti-Semitic, you want to be a class A dick, you go right the fuck ahead. I don't fucking agree with any of it. I'm not going to condone it. And I'm certainly not going to appear on a panel with people who have consistently shown their true colors to hate people of color. All right? So, fuck yourself. And you are who you hang with. Right? You are who you hang with. So you guys can cry, cry, cry and go to the dollar store. But it's not going to change who you are. And when she's on the fucking panel with Ruru and he keeps saying Happy Hanukkah, Ruski's just another anti-Semitic bigot who hates himself because he's biracial. Like, you want to hate yourself and keep saying Happy Hanukkah? It's the end of January. Your anti-Semitism and your racism and your bigotry is showing. I mean, he came up on my panel and was like literally anti-Semitic to my face. And I was like, okay. I mean, you want me to react, I'm not doing that for you. But you're not welcome here. He's nice to your face and nasty behind your back. And he's on Deadly's panel trying to incite me. There's another winner chicken dinner. Right? Who thinks he's the man. He thinks he's a playboy. I mean, one minute he's disrespecting Bambi, and the next minute he's like, yeah, I'm with her, right? And I'm like, huh. I mean, he's literally celebrating one minute that he was like, yeah, I'm Bambi's boyfriend, right? And then like he didn't know, and I'm like her boyfriend, and and then the next minute he's disrespecting her. Make up your mind. Like he is proud that he scored Bambi. I don't care how he's like he's still like, I got myself like a well-known online girlfriend. He is rolling in it like a dog on the lawn. Because one minute he's disrespecting her, but the next minute he's like proud of it. And he was proud of it a lot longer than he was disrespecting her. And then he keeps going, Happy Hanukkah. Thanks, I had a great Hanukkah. How about you? Did you spend it with your family? Oh wait, I forgot. You don't. You don't spend your holidays with your family at all, do you? You had to go to Bambi's house and take advantage of her financially and live in her house because your family wouldn't fucking have you, right? You took advantage of my kindness and Bambi's kindness until she got sick of your shit and dropped you off at the shelter. I mean, it doesn't really matter because you're like, what? What happened over there was messy, but if you think he's innocent, yeah, like, no, they're both wrong. But the truth of the matter is, did he take advantage of her? Like, use her financially and use her for shelter and food and everything? Yeah. Yeah. Because no one wants a mooch. The only people who can mooch off you and you don't even think about it are children. Like, and even if your adult children need you for a while, there's a limit for them too. Like, you don't mind helping them out for a little while, but I mean, and for the record, my kids have never done that to me. So they're independent. And like, they have full-time work. They've never asked me for anything like that. But I guarantee if my kids came to stay with me for the holidays, they would stay for the holidays and go back to their regular life because they have jobs and lives and homes of their own. And like one of them is in like has a relationship. So sincerely, like, like okay. So I don't know. I think after a while, when you reach a certain age in your life, you kind of can't be called a playboy anymore because you're an adult and he's pushing 50. Like you're closer to 50 than 20, honey. It's over. Hey now. The dream, it's over. Just saying. So, but I'm looking forward to seeing how philosophy plays into you just doing what everyone else has done to Jen, which is, to be honest, true. Everyone is using her. Deadly uses her, and he used her to bring his channel up in subscribers. And now Ruski has. He went from not enough to even turn his live on to 91 current subscribers. And he's going to use her for clicks, views, and subscribers just as Deadly has. And I don't know. Deadly might just fill Jen's head full of shit to get his cash cow back because he can't have her mooing over there. He can't have her mooing over there because he's going to need her to bring her him the views. So I don't know if Ruru and him have a behind the scenes kind of thing to share her because, he needs at least like 5 to 6 or 7 hundred views per live. He's got to share the Jen because, well, I mean, his channel has grown significantly since Jen has shared all her fuck shit over there. Unless Lauren's going to play with him, because Lauren will definitely bring him views for a while. But Lauren's here to kill my channel, honey. Don't. She will empty your chat. She will empty your chat in the back streets. She will empty your chat in the bushes. So get ready for that, honey. I wish you the best of luck. Yeah. Yeah, that's a moderator you don't want to ever have, because she isn't just she will destroy you just to mess with you. Absolutely. She is YouTube kryptonite. She's YouTube arsenic. She thinks she's doing something, and I'm like, I don't care. So the only advice I have to you is she thinks she's like gonna trigger me with cats or something. I'm like, no, enjoy them. I'm fine with that. Oh yeah. Just a little bit of information tea for everyone. The nickname of Roach was given to me in middle school by my friend Alex, who is unfortunately deceased now. So that nickname was a friend nickname that I've sported around for years, and I never was upset about. And yeah, it was given to me by a buddy, and I've loved it ever since. And it's only been used as a friendship thing, and I mean, it was used. I mean, like it was meant to try and upset me, and I was like, no, sorry, no, it never bothered me. So like, I can see how people are trying to, like, or Lauren or whatever, were trying to, like, get me upset, but it won't because, like, it doesn't bother me. But yeah, my friend Alex gave me that nickname in middle school years ago. Like, wow, how many years ago would that be? 13. So I'm 51 now. Do the math. I'm not doing it for you. You can do it yourself. Grade 7. So I've had that nickname a long time. And my friend Alex is no longer with us. So, good night, Public Enemy. You have a good night. Enjoy her tears, unless you blood. So, yeah. So that's not going to upset me. Not at all. Not at all. So, yeah. I mean, it doesn't really bother me that much. So other than that, it's good. It's fine. But no, never bothered me. I mean, you can tell by like, oh, I just thought it was cool that you guys sort of used it, and I was like, oh, am I supposed to be upset? Okay, I'm not. You're welcome. You have a lovely night, and I hope you have a lovely hair day tomorrow. So, and everyone wants a good hair day. Doesn't matter who you are. Everyone wants to look gorgeous, and I know you will. So, you'll have a great day. But yeah, like I said, I've said this before. Sometimes things don't work out the way you want, but just try and have the best time with it. Whether you have good or bad intentions, I'm sure everything will work out fine. You know? And for the record, Habanero and I get along great. And even though they haven't been around, I look forward to seeing them again. So, before anyone throws, and she's like, "Oh, Rochelle threw her under the bus." No, I did not. I can't believe Rochelle threw her under the bus. Absolutely not. I love the incitement of anger. Firstly, I never threw anyone under the bus. I never throw anyone under the bus. Jen is infamous for throwing people under the bus, like Janie. I don't do that. So, yeah, she's like, Rochelle just threw habanero under the bus. I'm like, how? I mean, I think someone said habanero said that, and I'm like, and then I wrote, I love habanero, which I fucking do. I love habanero. I've never held it against them. I've never been upset by it. I've never like pointed any fingers and says, you suck. I've never done that to anyone. Even to people who hate me. I'm like, it's cool. I'm fine. I'll live. But Jen, thank you for showing your true colors, for trying to incite hate against someone who I get along with and who has no problems with me and who knows I would never do such a thing. Yeah, thanks for showing. Like, things are not working out for you right now. I know I'm going to start a holy war between me and Habanero. Bitch, please. Because, yeah, no. No, because if you ask anyone, or if you actually saw or had screenshots in that chat, no, 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 no. Nobody threw Habanero under the bus at all in Paula's chat at all, least of all me. And the only one who threw Habanero under the bus was you. Messy. You need to be careful because Habanero has a lot of friends. More than me. More than me. A lot more than me. That's for sure, for sure, for sure. And you can cry, 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 and go down that long, dark corridor of self-induced shame and pain and woe is me. But that is a battle you will lose, and that will have that I didn't do nothing. I was just breathing. I'm like, what? I love habanero. Type that out. I was typing that out before people were like, what? Anyone else you want to throw under the bus today? Because, I mean, you threw me under the bus. I don't know how many times in the past week that's just passed, knowing I'm Carrie's best friend. And if you knew how many times and how much I wanted to say certain things and just held the fuck back, I just said, no, I'm not going to do it. No, not going to do it. No, sir. I don't like it, but I'm not going to do it. You have no idea. And everyone knows how mean I can be. And when I had to cancel my midnight run on Thursday, I was like, God intervened in a fucked up kind of way. But I felt like it was like an intervention from God, where God said, no, just hold that fucking thought, kid. You're not going to, no, I'm going to just make sure you are not at home and you cannot do a live because, Miss Sanj, what? What are you talking about, Roy? I don't know who you're referring to, my dear. Would you care to elaborate? Because I actually have no clue what you're talking about. But yeah, I have no clue what you're talking about. But thank you for sharing. But I'm gonna leave your comment up, like I'll do everyone else's. Everyone can read that because I don't know what you're talking about. But I just think that I'm glad I didn't go live because who knows what would happen. But I'm glad I didn't because well, see what happened. I mean, I just go into other people's lives and it just got messier. It just gets messier. I don't know. Oh, misogyny. No misogyny. No, thank you. I would rather you didn't. I mean, if you want to be, no, misogyny is not all right. If you want to, I'll just show you the door. Why would you want to do that? You hate your mother or something? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. I just think if you're going to get messy or rude, you need to take a deep breath and think about it. And I try to, but like I said, you you need to think about it because what one may consider parody is really just cruelty and immaturity because you need to be prepared that it might not work out in your favor. All right. Well, thank you for sharing. I appreciate you. No, I'm not. But thank you. Are you saying I'm a misogynist? Or are you trying to say I don't like men? Because I like men fine. Because I don't know what you're trying to convey. But I will convey this. That. Anyway. So, yeah. Anywho. I think I've said enough. It is currently 2:37 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I think I've let enough wind into this. So, if you want to be messy, you need to realize that if you are on a channel that allows remixing and clipping and all that good, you've set yourself up for forever. And that is all I have to say about that. So, please remember to be decent to yourself. Please treat others the way you want to be treated. Take care of yourself and others. And remember, I love you so much. And hit that fucking like button. And tell the algorithm goddess I'm still worthy of your love. Until then, I'll see you later. And have a good night. And with that, I'll catch you on the flip side. And have a good night. Bye.